What is up, guys? It's Annie here, Anime Familia, gonna be doing a brief little review for Cardfight Vanguard G. So, some of you may see this as a shocker. Some of you may have been waiting for this or predicted this. But, to get a little history lesson with me, I've never seen Cardfight Vanguard G. I've never seen the series of Vanguard. I know of some of the cards. I have heard things here and there, but I have never sat down and watched the series from beginning to end. Now, my knowledge of Vanguard is very OG. Like, the most I know about Vanguard is the very beginning when it first started, all the way up to the Legion era. After the Legion era, my knowledge of Vanguard is nothing. And yeah, I also know about Vanguard Overdress, Divine Z. I actually play the card game. Like in real life, I play the card game in real life. Like I have Vanguard decks. I have Vanguard Deer Days. Speaking of which, I can't wait for Vanguard Deer Days 2 to come out because I definitely want to stream that. But I do feel like I have to play Deer Days all over again because I kind of skipped the story. So I kind of need to play it again to be familiar with the story. That way, when I get into Deer Days 2, it'll make more sense. I just skipped around the story because, like, well, I just wanted the cards. I just wanted to play. But it's neither here or there. We'll go back to it. But anyway, back on topic. So, yeah. Vanguard G is a story of Vanguard that I feel like I've never really given a proper chance. The reason why back then I stopped watching after G is because I had a very immature mindset thinking that G, you know, with like striding, grade 4, stuff like that. I thought it was a very, the word, power crept way. For those that know like card game like terminology, I thought it was power creeping. I didn't like that we switched over from Breakrai to Legion and now to this new thing. It felt like Vanguard is in a state of always changing, making old cards obsolete, and you can only realistically keep up with the new stuff by getting, well, the new stuff and getting involved in the new game. So over time it kind of wore me out and I became very disheartening when it came to Vanguard. I stepped away from the game for like 10 years. Funny thing is, 10 years later, I'm back into it. I'm playing Vanguard Standard. I want to fully immerse myself in this card game because Vanguard, to me personally, is probably my favorite card game out of all of them. And I would know. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I played Magic. I played Digimon. I played Pokemon, etc. and so on and so forth. I played a lot of games. And while, honestly speaking, Vanguard isn't a perfect game, but it doesn't have to be. I've enjoyed Vanguard through so much of my life, and I have such a huge history with this game that it's almost impossible for me to let it go. Like, I feel like when it comes to Vanguard, I'm in it for the long run. This series is near and dear to my heart. And I realistically think I'm never going to let it go. So that's why I'm getting back into watching G right after G, finishing up this missing piece of my life. I'm going to be watching everything afterwards. Now, I've heard there's one called Vanguard V. Not sure if that's even worth watching. You guys can let me know. But, yeah, anyway. Talking about Vanguard G. We were introduced to a character named Chrono Shindo. He's a very intense and intimidating kind of child. And funnily enough, that's how we just perceive him at first. Until episode 1, he got involved with Vanguard. He randomly had, like, in his locker, a Vanguard deck. And it turned out being a new clan that no one really heard about. Like, it was, I'm assuming the deck just came out. It was a brand new clan. It was Gear Chronicles. And the name of the main Vanguard is called Chronojet Dragon. Funnily, and can I not speak? Funny enough, the main character has Chrono in his name, so I'd like to use what the main character said in the series. It was fate. It was fate that he ended up with this deck. It makes me wonder how they're gonna handle the supernatural aspect of Vanguard, because I know there is a supernatural element to the series. We know that the planet Cray does exist in Vanguard. We know about Psycholia. Not sure if Psycholia is still a thing even in G. I know Psycholia was like super prominent in like during Aichi's edgy moments during the Asia circuit. Not so sure in Break Right area going forward how prominent it was. But yeah, so I wonder how the supernatural aspect will be handled here. And we got to see a lot of interesting older characters, which I was very happy about. We saw Kamui. Kid's gotten older, but his voice sir didn't. Voice, he still sounds like a child, which is kind of throwing me off. Misaki, boy, that girl. Ooh-wee. I tell you. But anyway, let me chill. I know she's an adult now, so she's legal, but anyway. Sorry about that. Went a little overboard there. But yeah, it honestly, it was just fun overall to see. Like the old characters. The battles are really fun. I love some of the new cards we were introduced to. Especially Kamui's. Kamui's reminds me of a Gundam deck. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like a Gundam type of theme deck. We got to see Oracle. Sorry guys, for those that aren't aware, I'm a little under the weather, so hopefully that doesn't take away from anything. But hey, no worries. I'm trying though. I'm trying. But honestly though, I'm looking forward to seeing Aichi and the rest of the group. I think that's my main motivation when it comes to this series. Because we do know they exist in here. Like we saw Aichi toward the end. Actually, it makes me wonder, was Aichi the one that gave him that deck? That does beg the question. Who was the one that gave Chrono that deck? We know he received it, but by who? I don't think it was Ibiki. Definitely don't think it was him, because even he was puzzled on why he ended up with that deck when Chrono said that it was given to him. It'd be really interesting if it was Aichi, because it makes me feel like it makes it seem like he's trying to continue on what Kai started. Because, you know, that's how Aichi started. Kai gave him the Blaster Blade, and he fell in love with Vanguard as the years went by and he got older. But still, it's basically a new generation, like it says in the opening. Chrono, we still haven't met the other two characters. Well, we've seen them, but we haven't seen them get involved with Chrono or Vanguard or any of the other new characters. So I can't wait to see the blonde kid, the girly with the green hair too, because I know the blonde kid is going to be using Royal Paladin, a different archetype, and the girl's using Neo Nectar, and their decks. So okay, here's the thing, right guys? Again, like I said, I've never seen Vanguard G. But I do have knowledge of the G era because of the mobile game Vanguard Zero. You know, the mobile game that shut down like how long has it been now? Like a couple years by this point? But yeah, it shut down like a while ago. And I was playing it up to the point to where it just closed down. So, and I remember, funnily enough, it shut down after they were done showing everything. Like, If I remember correctly, Vanguard Zero stopped once they concluded all the cards for the G era. After the G era, they just stopped. So they basically did the beginning of Vanguard, the Limit Break era, the Break Right era, the Link Joker era, the Legion era, and the rest of the G era. After that, the game stopped. The mobile game, anyway. The mobile game stopped, which made me kind of sad. Because I did enjoy playing the mobile game a lot. But as soon as the mobile game died, I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is a sign. Maybe I should start to go back and playing Vanguard again. And I did. I have a group that I play Vanguard with, and it's really fun. I love Vanguard. I love this game. So, to finally get back involved in the card game, I'm like, you know what? Let's go back to watching the series. And so far, I don't regret it. I'm loving it so far. Again, I'm loving the main character and all the old characters that were brought in with them. My main motivation, just knowing more about the new cards. Or it's because, again, I did play the mobile game, but I forgot a lot of the cards, I'll be honest. I did forget. I remembered a couple of the Link Joker, the Royal Paladin stuff, some of the gold and darker, but it's very, very vague. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing some of the new cards that they're gonna have in G. Again, I say new, but they're not really new, but they're new to me, okay? But yeah, honestly, these 3 episodes were amazing. We got to see Chrono playing with Gear Chronicles. He had his ups. He had his downs in the last episode. But hey, that's just a part of growth. Hell, look at Aichi. Aichi went through... Aichi went through so many losses before he got good. Let me tell you. We do not need to see... We do not need to go back and talk about how Aichi went through so many bad losses for him to finally start becoming better as like a player and then actually start to get wins. So Aichi went through a series, okay? He went through a struggle just to get to where he is now. Speaking of, I'm hoping we get to see Aichi play as well. Again, I want to see the old cast play as well, like the older characters play in G. I'm pretty sure they will. Again, they do exist here. We saw Kamui play, so I'm pretty sure they will. But anyway, that's it for this one though, guys. Again, sorry if I was a little under the weather. Hopefully you guys still enjoy the reactions nonetheless. But I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I should be feeling better sometime next week. But yeah, peace. I'll see you guys later.